Well, our next guest is the bad boy of Canucks media, the senior writer at Canucks Army. He pens the Stanchies, although he's 1 for 3 this year. I'm not sure how that works. Wrestling impresario, the one and only Stanchion Wyatt Arndt, joins us on the program. How are you?
Gentlemen, I actually might eat some pizza this morning for breakfast after that game last night. I need something to say better.
Better
right?
the next morning. It's better the next morning.
It's true.
It was a rough one, and you've handed off 2 of the 3 assignments. Lachlan is holding the pen on 2 of the 3 Stanchies already. Like, are you just not ready to go out of the chute?
He saw this coming.
Did you not have a big summer? Like, do you need more time to get in shape, Wyatt? What's the matter with you?
Look, guys, I signed a deal with a tree planting company. I got some load management I'm working on. That's all that's happening. I'll be fine. No, it's a little trick Botch taught me. Dodge some of those early bullets. It's funny because the first game we watched, like, okay, Calgary, and I said it in the Stanchies that's a game that they should win, right? Like, it's a tired team. Calgary's not going to be that good, and they won, but you still give them credit because that's a game they might have lost last year, right? So, yeah, good for them. They look good. Awesome. Edmonton beats them, and you're like, okay, well, maybe it's just Edmonton. Edmonton's mad about their first loss, and Edmonton's a really good team. Fair enough. Then St. Louis happens, and now you're like a little bit worried. Like, okay, this team's a lot like last year, right? You've got maybe a new coach. Like, how different is he from the old coach? The team doesn't seem to haven't gelled yet. For me, again, this is a small thing, but one of the things I see is Quinn Hughes. It looks like it's game 82 in the press scrums already, and it's game 3. Why are you so beleaguered, right? Like, and again, it's a small thing. I know people are like, oh, just a better press scrums, but we had Hank Sedin, and they would lose 8-0, and he'd still smile and be like, hey, man, a couple bounces will win that game. He's lying. You know he's lying. But you still good on you. You don't worry, buddy. Like, fair enough. But when Quinn Hughes comes out there and goes, his favorite thing to say is always like, oh, I just got off the ice, have a chance to see it or think about it. That's how he dodges the questions. I'm like, just play ball, man. You're the captain. You got to do that. So I think it's, again, 3 years ago in scrums, he was really good to talk to. Like, I think he would actually break down the plays with you. He'd go in depth, and obviously it's a bit different now that he's captain. But I still think he needs to get a bit of a stiff upper lip in the scrums because, again, it's game 3, and you look like it's like the middle of a playoff round.
I wanted to drape a blanket over him and give him a bowl of chicken soup.
Yeah, exactly.
So forlorn.
But you bring up a good point. Like, are you reading anything into this early, Wyatt? That he does have these lower lip scrums already?
I don't think we can read into it, but I think for him, just for the optics, like, obviously there's going to be a lot of noise around him. Like, is he going to stay? Is he not? And so when he comes out like this, you're going to create more noise. So I think just in terms of, as a captain, self-interest for the team, trying to show like nothing, like, right. So I understand he's frustrated, but again, it's 3 games in. Like, this is supposed to be the renewed year. Everyone's got a better attitude. Everyone's coming in. The last year's divorce is behind us, and it's just right away you're kind of like, oh, like, it's not the greatest vibe. Again, it's not a huge thing. I'm not saying like, how dare Quinn Hughes do this, but if you're looking about things I've taken away from the first 3 games, that one of them right away, I was like, oh, what's the deal?
We've got our poll question to measure this a little bit, but just in your own gut, like, the Stanchies is a time-honored tradition, particularly in the Benning era. I mean, I think a lot of your readers and viewers enjoyed a good pile-on the Vancouver Canucks when they deserved ridicule. I think yours readership was a discerning group of critics.
Well, but the funny and quirky stuff also helped lighten the mood, if you will, because there was so much losing that you had to cover the games.
It was fun to critique it in that regard. But I think going into this year, White, it felt like people were ready to sort of cheer on a team that had lower expectations and sort of be mildly surprised. Because of this start, that's been undermined a little bit. Where do you think people are right now? Does it make it hurt a little bit more? Because I think people recognize this was not a Stanley Cup contender, but I think they wanted to cheer on, a hard scrabble team. But they just haven't looked very hard scrabble right now.
Yeah, that's a great point. I think a lot of things I heard from people is they just wanted to watch kind of like a fun team this year, whether that was fun and effort or just kind of the vibes and have a team that's going out there. Like, we've seen those teams before in Vancouver, that plucky team that you don't expect them to go to the playoffs, but they put together performances every once in a while. You're like, oh, wow, this team might have something there, right? Like the beginning of the West Coast Express era, like, hey, they got some parts there. That's what you kind of want to see. And right now we're just like, especially the last 2 games, it really does feel like there's not much cohesion out there. Quinn Hughes, who is obviously the best player, he hasn't hit his gear yet. He's lost the puck more in these last 3 games than he did like in a month last year. He's not fully in it right now. So again, Elias Pettersson obviously is, the quote unquote elephant in the room. Everyone's waiting for him. So I think there's still a lot of baggage just even from that alone that kind of connects itself to what last year was. Because, there's JT Miller versus EP40. Who should they keep? So they've kept Pettersson, but now there's still like that, you always feel that pressure mounting really quickly anytime he doesn't perform. And, he's played perfectly cromulent the last 3 games. But you're one of the top paid players. You need to drive your line. Like, he hasn't driven his line in a long time. So it's great that he'll do a little like knock the puck down. He'll play defensively sound and stuff like that. But you're a top line player. And he's talked for years about how he wants the pressure. And he talked about how he's putting muscle. And we've all waited for it to kind of show up. And again, only 3 games. Don't get me wrong. But for the first 3 games, you're like, this feels like a lot of what we've already seen.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure you're hearing this from a lot of Stanchies readers because we're saying it too. Like, can he drive a line anymore? Is he more a secondary piece? Like,
people, the debate
early
in
his career, he clearly drove a line.
And now the debate seems to be who will elevate him. Like, he needs Sherwood, he needs Garland, and we're talking about those guys elevating Pettersson.
We need Kuzmenko. No, I just what Pettersson is. It's something about it. You watch him play and you just kind of want to see him get that killer instinct, and I kind of want to see him just be selfish for a while. Like, I know he's a good playmaker, but just shoot. Even if it's a bad shot, just start shooting everywhere. Like, I think fans would really get behind him if they just saw him trying to go for it. If he makes mistakes trying to be that old killer he used to be, I think people would forgive a lot of what's going on. But we're still seeing a lot of the old Pettersson where, again, you hate to use the term little things because that brings up Louis Eriksson, but that's what we're getting, where it's like you watch a game and it's like, oh, he did some of the little things good, but you shouldn't be talking that way about $11.6 million player. Right, and that's where the frustration is coming from. So again, I have all the time in the world for him. I think he can turn it around, but I totally understand if people now are like, I don't have time for this anymore." Like, there's frustration there.
Yep. So are you concerned, or it's just 3 games here for both club and player?
I still have time for it. I think it's gonna. I think we also need to like sink or swim him, because I think Adam Foote's ice time with him, like 16 minutes. You got to just put him out there. Like, at this point, just see if he can lead your team. Like, obviously playing 16 minutes, you still lost some games. So it's not like if you need to protect your team by playing him 16 minutes, you're already in a lot of trouble. So for me, I just say sink or swim, play him a ton of 5-on-5 minutes, and just tell him to go out there and just be a killer.
Do you subscribe to the road trip will fix everything theory?
Yeah. It's teams unite in the road. Again, 3 games in, anything can happen. If they were up 3-0, I wouldn't be out here telling you guys, hey, Stanley Cup's coming, right? So I'm going to do the same thing here. It's 1-2, so I'm not going to get too over the top of my takes because then someone will throw it in my face. I will say, though, with Pettersson, the things I'm concerned about are, I'm still not seeing that killer instinct from him, and I do hope that Adam Foote kind of avoids the Willie Desjardins ice time where it feels like he's just rotating guys. Like, lean on your top players, right? Don't just, baby him.
Mm-hmm. All together, all in. The Canucks slogan for this season. You're a wrestling impresario. You cut promos. You tell me, what do you think?
I don't want them to get mad at me. Their slogans are never great. Like, beat pressure with pressure. Compete is in our nature, one of our favorite ones. It's fluff to me. I never liked them. I don't know. Just win. Just win. I don't know. I hate their slogans.
That's the Raiders.
Yeah, it's true. Just try to win. Just try to win. Just try to win.
Just try to win.
Please score. There you go.
Maybe the key to victory is the skate, and in particular,
I'm telling you, those white skates.
Wyatt, they brought out the white skates on the alumni on opening night.
Mm-hmm.
Was that intentional, do you think? Was that the first glimpse of official usage of the white skate?
I wonder. Yeah, because I know there's rules and how you can get a third jersey and alternates in, so I'm sure they're playing with the financial rules and that. But if that was the first tester, that would make sense to me. They popped. They don't jerseys themselves seem a bit rushed. But if you look at the color scheme itself, it looks really nice. Why not? At this point, you got the seats are all black mostly. And so they're going, forward with this white color. It looks good on TV. HD, the skate really works well for me. I like it.
Yeah. They haven't used that white skate in any sort of official capacity in forever. So I wonder if there's some method to the madness.
Do you
to have it on the players? Yeah, it's interesting that they have the players to wear that, because normally they just throw whatever random jerseys on them. So I think you'll be onto something.
Mm-hmm. Do you own a white skate jersey, Wyatt?
Of course, I got my Trevor Linden. When I was young, I had to get that one. So yeah, I got the TL.
So you're not rushing out to buy a Fanatics white skate jersey?
No, I might get the red one. I have a soft spot for that red one. Do
you?
The first original. I love that one, man. McGillney in that would be so mid. I love that one.
Yeah. No, I do think, like, because we've talked about this before, my dude. Like, I think the market really wants skate as the primary. I think the market really wants that color scheme and wants that logo.
It's a good chance to get a fresh start, you know, like why not try something new, get a new goal song, just have a new era? Because the last era still feels like, you know, how it ended was, you know, not great. So I do think they should just try and make a fresh start. Maybe wait till the Hughes situation is settled up. So, you know, I don't know, but
Yeah.
Yeah, they're going to distract us if Hughes leaves.
Exactly. That's right. Exactly. Look at
nice
this.
New Jerseys.
Yes.
I like
Our main eventer can't wrestle for the next year, but take a look at what's here.
Come see Captain Jason Megna.
Exactly.
We've reunited the Magna brothers. They've signed them a new deal. These nice skate chicks.
That's right. Okay, are you back on Stanchies Thursday, Friday? What's going on here?
Next 3 games, I'm back in fully. Lachlan's taken enough beatings in these games, so I'll be on command.
Yeah, exactly. Poor Lachlan. You
Denny
need to
Lemieux.
rescue.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. You need to
Shell
rescue
shock.
Lachlan. Thank you for your time. You're the best. We'll follow you all season long. Appreciate this, Wyatt.
Thanks, boys. I'm going to eat some pizza. I'll see you guys later.
There you go.